Good morning, everyone.
We are coming to you live from Flemington Racecourse.
Today, the race that stops a nation reignites. Thousands of punters preparing for a wet and wild Melbourne Cup. We're trackside with the very latest.
Also this morning, trees downed and giant hailstones. Hundreds call for help as a freak storm rips through Sydney. A
young Queensland family left traumatised after their home was broken into twice in one night.
Restoration gone wrong. A terrifying moment, an ancient tower collapses in Rome.
Mushroom murder twist. Erin Patterson formally lodges an appeal when the case could return to court.
Plus, Naomi Watts, the Hollywood heavyweight, on her star-studded new series.
Gnomes. And from the fashion to the fanfare, racing's biggest day is right here, and you are invited. Today, Tuesday, the 4th of November, 2025.
From 9 News, this is a special edition of Today with Carl and Sarah.
A very good morning to you and thank you for joining us this very famous Tuesday. Welcome to your news today. Coming up, the bold plan to give Aussie households 3 free hours of electricity every day. Plus, President Trump's approval rating plunges. What's behind the new low? And a traffic jam of a different kind. See the underwater art project that doubles as a coral reef.
First up, though, the race that stops the nation will have the eyes of the world this morning as the countdown begins to the Melbourne Cup. Let's go live to Today Melbourne reporter Christina Hearn, who's just behind me at Flemington. Chris, good morning to you. Rain will not deter thousands of punters.
Well, Carl, I decided to escape the rain for a bit and show you around. We're inside the scales area. So this is where the jockeys get ready. So they come out of their locker room. It's here where they make sure that they're the correct weight before and after the race. And have a look at this. This is what every horse is going to want. This draped over them at the end of the famous race. But once the jockeys get all ready, they come out here and we'll just show you through here. Dan will go through just like what the jockeys are going to do this afternoon at 3 p.m. into the mounting yard. Of course, 24 jockeys, 24 horses vying for the $10 million Melbourne Cup. There are a lot of great storylines. There always is in the great race, but one of the best ones this afternoon will be Jamie Mellon. Can she do it? Can she become just the second female jockey to win the great race since Michelle Payne 10 years ago, of course, on Prince of Penzance? She's got a fantastic chance in the Bendigo-based Half Yours. She won the Caulfield Cup 2 weeks ago. Fingers crossed she can create history this afternoon.
You Queensland, Melbourne people are tough, Chris. Over to you, Jane.
Convicted mushroom killer Erin Patterson has been granted permission to challenge her guilty verdicts. Victoria's Court of Appeal has accepted her bid, paving the way for a legal challenge to the jury's findings. Patterson was sentenced to at least 33 years over the mushroom lunch that killed 3 people. A man has been released 4 days after being kidnapped from his home in Sydney's southwest. 28-year-old George Ayub was grabbed outside his Belfield home around 6 a.m. last Thursday and remained a hostage over the weekend, with his captors demanding a $1 million ransom. He was held for 4 days before being freed and reunited with his family yesterday morning as police try to work out why he was targeted. 3 hours of free power for households is on the way under the federal government's new solar sharer scheme. Live to Nine's federal politics reporter Emily Saunders. Emily, this could save families up to $800 a year.
Jane, it could, but it won't be available to everyone just yet. The rollout will start from next July, with homes in New South Wales, South East Queensland and South Australia set to benefit first, other states to follow by 2027. They'll get 3 hours of free power in the middle of the day. All you'll need is a smart meter and to opt in to the program, as it won't be automatically applied to your bill. While the scheme will be a money saver, it's hoped it'll also help stabilise the energy grid at a time when we're getting most of our power into the system. There are concerns from the Energy Council, though. This could push smaller operators out of the market and drive power prices up. Jane?
Emily, thank you.
US President Donald Trump's approval ratings have hit a second-term low, according to a new poll. Let's go live to US correspondent Reid Butler in LA. Reid, good morning to you. Why the slump?
Carl, it looks like Donald Trump and the Republicans are copping the blame for the extended US government shutdown. Also, a lot of Americans don't believe that Trump has lived up to their expectations when it comes to helping with the cost of living crisis. Going to the supermarket here, Carl, I got to say it ain't a fun experience. This CNN poll out today has Trump's approval rating at a low of 37% and his disapproval rating at a high of 63%. That is the worst it has been over both of the US presidents' terms. The Democrats, though, they ain't doing much better, Carl. I think the key takeaway here is that nobody is happy with anything.
Reid, thank you.
A rescue operation is unfolding in Rome after a medieval tower partially collapsed twice. Yeah, dramatic vision, isn't it? Let's go live now to 9 Europe correspondent Jessica Millward, who joins us from London. Jess, one person remains trapped in that rubble.
They do. Good morning to you, Sarah. The Torre de Conte has stood in Rome since the 13th century. It has been closed off to the public for the past 2 decades, but restoration work was underway, and that is why there are a number of people on site during this partial collapse mid-morning local time. Rescue workers immediately went to the scene, and that is when it partially collapsed again, and that is that moment that was captured on camera. One person is in a critical condition. A second is still inside that rubble. There have been signs of life, though. We have a live shot of that rescue operation underway right now in Rome. It is being described as very high risk indeed because, of course, there is a major risk that there will be more collapses throughout the evening. Sarah?
All right, Jess, thank you. The suspect who allegedly carried out a mass stabbing on a train bound for London has been charged with 11 counts of attempted murder. 32-year-old Anthony Williams appeared in court wearing handcuffs and flanked by 4 security officers. He mumbled no fixed abode when questioned about his address.
The Reserve Bank is expected to keep interest rates on hold today, offering little comfort to struggling homeowners. Economists say stubborn inflation has ruled out a Melbourne Cup Day rate cut, and now experts predict the first rate drop won't come until mid-next year as unemployment rises. The Albanese government will announce a multi-million-dollar contract today to provide batteries for the AUKUS-class submarines. The batteries will be built in South Australia, potentially creating hundreds of new jobs. There is also a possibility Australian-made minerals will be used to make the material for the AUKUS fleet. Liberal leader Susan Lee is facing growing pressure to abandon her party's commitment to net zero after the Nationals dropped the policy. Conservatives within her party back the move, while some moderates fear it will cost votes in city electorates.
Well, there's a traffic jam of a different kind off the coast of Florida, with crews successfully installing 22 life-sized concrete cars into the ocean for a new underwater sculpture park.
But this isn't just for art. The attraction soon to be bumper to bumper with 2,200 native corals. Like that, Carlos?
Bumper to bumper, under the sea.
Oh, so many puns. It's wonderful.
Not too early for a little song, is it? Let's take a look at the weather right across the country now. Gloomy and drizzly day for most of the country, with showers scattered right across the east coast.
And Melbourne is expecting a high of just 16 degrees for Cup Day.